It is a sad day in Philadelphia, as after an emotional end to the season and an offseason of contemplation, Jason Kelce has finally made his decision on his retirement, as he announced that today in a very, very emotional press conference, and let's just say, it was something that Eagles fans everywhere and the city of Philadelphia will never forget. So we're going to talk about all that and more in this video today, and we won't waste any time. Let's get straight into it. So first off, let's start off with one Eagles legend not named Jason Kelce, who, funny enough, has been in the exact same position as Jason ever since the season came to an end, and that is legendary defensive tackle Fletcher Cox, as his contract came to an end after the conclusion of the 2023 season, and he's been contemplating whether he wants to come back to Philly, sign with a new team, or again, just like Jason, retire this offseason. Now, at this point in the offseason, we pretty much know that there are only really two options for Fletch, again, exactly like Kelce, which is to either return to Philly or to hang him up, as Eagles GM Harry Roseman during his combine press conference pretty much confirmed that if Fletch wants to come back, they're going to do everything that they can to make sure that it's in an Eagles uniform.
You know, obviously, those guys are unbelievable players, unbelievable people, and they deserve the right to decide what's best for them. And, we'll wait and give them whatever time and space they need to make the right decisions. And I think the important thing from our perspective is you'd never want to see them wearing different colors. And I think for us, no matter when that is, if they want the opportunity to come back, we'd want to have the opportunity to bring them back.
So for Fletch, it's really one or the other. Come back and play in Philly, because I doubt he'd want to go anywhere else, or retire. And pretty much all offseason, just from the small amount of information that we've gotten, it seems like he's leaning towards retirement, and we have a new report confirming that. But first, let's look at the small amounts of evidence that we've gotten earlier in the offseason. And this evidence came all on the same day, which was locker room cleanout day, as Fletch decided that he would take that opportunity to actually fully clean out his locker. Like, literally everything was gone. There was nothing left in that locker, which is really crazy because you know that locker has not been that clean since it became his during his rookie season way back in 2012. Plus, on top of that, multiple players were interviewed on the day of the cleanout, obviously, and that included Fletch. And while he didn't want to give any statement on whether he would retire or not, fellow defensive tackle Jordan Davis seemed to let it slip that Fletch would not be back next year.
At the end of the day, it's no Fletch going to be out there, whether we just asking. I mean, of course we can call him. He's not dead or anything, but, it's just like, it's just, have him on the sideline, have him in the room every day, man. It's really like, it's kind of like a security blanket for us because, we like, all right, man, we can always look towards Fletch. We can always look towards Fletch to lead the way. But at the end of the day, it's going to be us leading this on our shoulders.
So from all this, it certainly seemed like Fletch was set to retire, and all that was left was for him to make it official. And now, like I said earlier, we have a new report supporting that, as ESPN's Jeremy Fowler said that it is believed that Fletcher Cox will officially announce his retirement at some point this offseason, and that really sucks. I mean, Fletch was still playing at a pretty high level this past year. He was definitely the most consistent defensive tackle on the roster, and of course, he's just an incredible leader, a great presence, and an all-around Eagles legend. I mean, this is a guy who totaled 6 Pro Bowls in his career, 1 first-team All-Pro, 3 second-team All-Pros. He was a part of the 2010s All-Decade team, and most importantly, he's a Super Bowl champion, as he was one of the leaders of that squad that helped the Philadelphia Eagles win their first Super Bowl championship back in the 2017-18 season, and he's just one of the guys that the whole city of Philadelphia absolutely loves. So if he does end up retiring, the Eagles will be losing an absolute legend, and it'll be a very sad day. But today might be the saddest day imaginable for Eagles fans, as of course, Jason Kelce had an emotional end of the season and an eventful offseason of contemplating retirement, which included plenty of updates where it seemed like he may not retire, and then others that made it seem like his retirement was imminent, and of course, there were hilarious moments throughout. And now, after all that, Jason Kelce has officially made his decision, which he announced today in a press conference while giving an incredibly emotional speech.
Oh. Thanks for coming, guys. We'll see how long this lasts. Not a good start. There we go. I loved the challenge that football was. The joy of winning, the agony of defeat, the anxiety of the unknown, and the camaraderie of my teammates. It all felt too perfect when the Eagles selected me in the 6th round. Immediately after being drafted, my agent, Jason Bernstein, said, "You have no idea how perfect this is. You are going to fit in great." Come on. You're going to fit in great in Philadelphia. This is your kind of town. 13 seasons in Philadelphia, And I look back on a career filled with ups and downs. I won't forget Nick Foles having the game of his life on the biggest stage possible. And Brandon Graham finding a way to stop Tom Brady once, literally once. And the way the ball hung in the air on that last Hail Mary and how it felt like an eternity. When it finally landed, running onto the field, looking for a flag, anything that would mean it was over. We had done it. I won't forget the parade and what it meant to the city of Philadelphia. A speech that had written itself and one that had symbolized what we had all lived as players, as a team, and as a city. That wasn't my speech, it was Philadelphia's. I won't forget Nick Sirianni sending me kegs of beer to convince me to keep playing these last few years. He knows the key to my heart. I won't forget making the playoffs in his first season, the Super Bowl in his next, and the immense heartbreak at the collapse of this last season. And although last season truly sucked, I wouldn't trade any of my time with you or those teams for the world. Everything happens for a reason, and I have truly enjoyed my time with you, Coach. Sometimes the flowers get knocked back a bit, but the roots remain, and I can't wait to watch what reblossoms this next season. I won't forget falling short to the Chiefs. This is where it's going to go off the rails. Nice, Brett. I won't forget falling short to the Chiefs and the conflicted feeling of immense heartbreak. And at the same time, the amount of pride I had that my brother had climbed the mountaintop once again. It's only too poetic. I found my career being fulfilled in the city of brotherly love. Some people struggle to play in this city. They can't handle the booze, the media, or our fans. But when you've been through it enough, you learn to appreciate it. Yes, they will let you know when you are not performing well. Every time. But they will also love you if you show effort, aggression, desire, the will to fight. They will love you in this city if you love it the way you love your brother. I saw firsthand the wrath of the Eagles fans in the 2016 Eagles season. And rightfully so, I had an awful start to that season where I was often overpowered, had many holding penalties that cost our team, and looked like one of the worst centers in the league. I was wanted out of town by nearly everyone. There's only one person in this building who still wanted me, and it's he who I have to thank most for the career I've had. And that's Jeff Stoutland. No one has been more influential or meaningful to my success on the field in my career than Stout. Without him, I doubt any of this would have been possible, or that I'd still be here. Since that offseason, I have amassed 6 All-Pros, 5 Pro Bowls, and am recognized by some as one of the best centers to ever play the game. And so this all brings us here to today, where I announce that I am retiring. Where I announce I am retiring from the NFL after 13 seasons with the Philadelphia Eagles. And today, I must admit, I am officially overrated. Vastly overrated. It took a lot of hard work and determination getting here. I have been the underdog my entire career, which leads to my last Jeff Stoutland quote. Hungry dogs run fast. Thank you, Philadelphia. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for letting me represent this city and allowing me into your homes every Sunday.
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like, I may have cried a little bit. Like, not like sitting here, like, sobbing, like, but like, did I cry? I got teary-eyed, we'll say that. And you can't make fun of me, because I know a lot of you guys definitely did too, because Jason Kelce, like, everyone loves this guy. You can't blame me. You cannot blame me for getting just a little bit emotional, especially with the guy literally crying before he even said a word. But, you know, all that being said, what a way to go out, man. What an end to an absolutely incredible career. I mean, we're going to remember this forever. What an incredible speech he just gave. He thanked everybody that he could, including, you know, even his high school band teacher. And he also took us through everything from his entire career and life that shaped him into the incredible player and person that he is today. I mean, I think what really shows his character is how even in his epic retirement speech after a Hall of Fame level career, he's humbling himself by saying that he believes he has become massively overrated. But even if he believes that himself, I promise you, there is not a single soul in Philadelphia that believes that. And Jason was still playing at an incredibly high level this past year. He was a first-team All-Pro and a Pro Bowler, while being an incredible leader and just the heart and soul of this Eagles team. And really, Jason Kelce just had an all-around phenomenal career. Like I just said, he was the heart and soul of this Eagles team this past year. He's been that for years now, but just going back to the start of it, like from being a 6th-round pick of the Eagles in 2011 after being just a walk-on at Cincinnati to becoming who I personally will always think of as the greatest Eagle of all time. I mean, I know I'm young, but I don't care. Kelce is it for me. In his 13-year NFL career, Jason Kelce was a 7-time Pro Bowler, a 6-time first-team All-Pro, and of course, a Super Bowl champion. Thank you, Jason Kelce. From everyone in the city of Philadelphia, we are all extremely grateful for everything that you have done for this city and the Eagles organization. And now, good luck in retirement. I can't wait to see what you do next. We can't wait to see what you do next. And now, the Eagles are forced to move on. I would guess that Cam Jurgens slides over from right guard to center, and then the Birds have a decision to make it right guard, or maybe they want to do something different. I'm not quite sure, but we will find out as the offseason plays out, and things are definitely going to get crazy this next week as free agency is starting up. So if you don't want to miss any Eagles coverage throughout that or the rest of this offseason or into next season and even beyond that, make sure you go down and subscribe, and also really, really importantly, turn on notifications so you don't miss any other Eagles videos just like this. Also, while you're at it, make sure you drop a like to show some support, and also just drop a like for Jason Kelce announcing his retirement and for his incredible career. That'd be greatly appreciated. Also, I honestly just want you to hit the like button, so hit the like button. And leave a comment down below. Just what did you think of Jason Kelce officially announcing his retirement? Just drop "Thank you, Jason Kelce" down in the comments or something like that. And also, if you want to check out another Eagles video, you can watch this one right here. Now, with all that being said, that's pretty much all I got for this one, guys. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.